Here's Jane Fonda talking about killing people.
What did you say? Murder.
Does she really want to kill people?
Let's move on and talk about Jane's activism.
I want to kill babies. Kill them. Murder. That would be good.
A transgender person. There have been flyers circulating for a Trans Day of Rage, meaning there is a political and ideological motivation. It is a trans flag that says nobody is coming to save us, but banning guns doesn't change anything. The spike has been caused in part by the rhetoric within their communities that Christian nationalists in the far right will be coming for their rights and their jobs.
Our topic today is a combination of school shootings, gun control, and Jane Fonda, believe it or not. The most recent school shooting in the U.S. was committed by a transgender. Where should the conversation begin and end? Let's start. In the first video, we start with one of YouTube's top conservative firebrands, David Rubin, from the Rubin Report podcast. For those of you who are not familiar with David Rubin, a bit of backstory. In 2006, Rubin, who once considered himself a progressive while part of the TYT network, publicly came out as gay, in which he has since referred to as his defining moment at the risk of alienating his now core conservative audience. Back to the first video. In this video, David Rubin shares with his audience an episode from the progressive daytime talk show, The View. In this episode, Jane Fonda, a legendary Hollywood elite that is well known for her left-leaning views starting back in the Vietnam War when she was well known as Hanoi Jane, protesting that war. In this episode, to everyone's surprise, she actively expresses a call for murder. When asked, what types of activism do women have left to take back the control of their bodies after the latest abortion rulings?
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a miraculous. What did you say? Murder.
She's kidding. Wait a second. She's just kidding.
Dave expresses a nuanced response saying, if this was flipped and a conservative spewed the same response as Fonda, what would be the cry from the left? Check it out.
Look, I don't want to make a big stink of whether she was joking or not. Like, she was joking to some degree, and then they try to get her out of it, and then she slyly, with the eye roll, does this thing like, oh, I'm not joking. Does she really want to kill people who don't want abortion?
In the second video, we again have a top YouTube conservative commentator, Tim Pool, on his popular podcast, Timcast, admittedly sharing with his audience that he doesn't usually cover mass shootings, but this time around it serves his audience's best interest due to the fact that the perpetrator in this case is a transgender male with a political and ideological agenda attached to the mental illness of the shooter. Tim also points out the misgendering of the trans man as a woman, along with the manifestations of social media records leading up to the shooting. He continues to say that the U.S. is heading for a civil war, pointing to the Jane Fonda clip from the View talk show calling for murder to be an option to take back women's bodies, as mentioned in the first video. Tim summarizes that millennials are taking over while promoting his new songs and a parallel economy. Very interesting to say the least. Stay informed and pay attention, starting with listening to what Tim has to say.
Is that we are seeing a response from the left that is sympathetic to the perpetrator. We are seeing liberal commentators gloat and mock those who died. And we are seeing evidence.
There's a lot more to follow with this story, and Chuzi wants to bring it to you as it flows. Pay attention and subscribe to this channel for more notifications and updates. So far, what are your thoughts? Chuzi wants to know which one provided more insights and useful information. Break out and be Chuzi. Enhance your social media literacy, and let's create a more diverse and informed community. Begin today by simply hitting our subscribe button, and then click the link in our descriptions below to see both the original contents in their entirety and let us know in our comments. Thank you, and continue watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification so you'll be the first to know about our new content. Let's break free from the echo chambers and become more informed consumers of social media altogether. Thank you for watching.